Hello everyone, and welcome to my Thanos character deep dive. As a young child, I was fascinated by the character Thanos, the main antagonist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Something about him, his attitude, his personality, his motive, his ambition, his willpower. It fascinated me. And today I feel like I'm finally ready to give my full analysis into the inner workings, psychology, ideology, and personality of Thanos. So you may be wondering, what makes Thanos so interesting? How is Thanos more interesting than, say, Darth Vader or the Joker? Well, Thanos has a leg up on these people. Thanos is 100% completely CGI, based on the character model of an actor. I don't remember his name. Jeff Bezos, that's what it is. That's not what makes Thanos unique. What makes Thanos unique is his intelligence. His intelligence, and of course, his willpower. At the offset of Avengers Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos is engaged in a combat conflict with Hulkbuster, and Thanos is seen as defeating the Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster is green, and he is defeated by Thanos, which just shows Thanos' intelligence and why Josh Brolin is so much better than Heath Ledger's Joker.
So, dead? That's fine.
Thanos, in a word, is jolly. It's the most polarizing part of his personality. How can Thanos embody such raw strength, power, yet resemble so closely St. Nicholas, the same man bringing Christmas joy to millions or even billions of children every Christmas Eve? It's seriously by far the most polarizing part of his incredibly diverse personality. And I personally think it's the most daring move of Marvel since making Thor a conjoined twin or turning Harvey Dent into the Joker. But I feel like there's another aspect to it too. Not only is he incredibly jolly, but at the same time, he's a masochist. There's no explanation other than masochism for why he would be carrying his glove at all times. It seriously represents, like, imagine the weight carrying the glove. You've seen what it's melted from a neutron neutron star, and it just shows not only his raw strength, but his pure hatred for himself. There's no reason for him to not just be carrying it around in, like, a suitcase. Or make it so thick. It just shows his hatred for himself. And I think that is by far the most intriguing part of his personality, which, to me personally, is one of the most intriguing things about Thanos. It seems every day I'm asked by dozens of people, H. Neil, what is the political affiliation of Thanos? And I feel like I'm finally give a satisfying answer with the creation of this video. So your first thought might be, he's an absolutist. Anyone else would think that much power, literally infinite amount of power, the power to kill half of the people in the universe, should not be wielded by one man. And so you might think Thanos' use of the Infinity Gauntlet, or the creation of it, might suggest that he's an absolutist, especially the fact that he does wield massive armies. But if you think about it more, Thanos, what he says, makes you think that he respects, or he wants at least to establish a society based on meritocracy, or at least he believes we are currently living in one. He says that nobody else has the same willpower and the same strength to think and to do and to act like he does. So yeah, that would make sense, you know. The hardest choices require the strongest wills, and he may think that the people with the strongest wills deserve to be the most powerful. But if you really think about it, he could also be an egalitarian. You know, the use of the snap, it is completely 100% fair. It does not discriminate against on class, race, alien race, wealth, political service, political duty. And if you think about it, who is the snap most benefiting? Or at least who is the least hurt by the snap? Anarchists and collectivists. So socialist societies will easily be able to live on without the legislatures, especially those communist. Communist societies with no elections will easily move along after the snap, or did move along after the snap, seeing as the Infinity Gauntlet Wars came out already. So yes, I do believe wholeheartedly that Thanos is a communist, and he sees himself probably in the very same way that a dictator such as Stalin or Gorbachov sees himself. So what are Thanos' goals? Well, in the movie, Thanos says that he wants to do a snap. Now, the snap would kill half the universe, because Thanos believes that killing half the universe will stop people from starving. Snap! That will save the universe.
Let's do this. 3 guys, 2 guys on a row.
Thanos' religious beliefs are something that I have been questioned about very, very, very regularly. Why did people not know this? Like, guys, I already told you. I'm asked on the street hundreds of times, if not thousands, in 2.5 weeks. In a span of every 2.5 weeks, I'm asked hundreds, if not thousands of times. And I just have to point you to the fact that earlier I said Thanos is a communist. Communists are all atheists. Do you not know anything about communist ideology? Are you pathetic? Do some research, okay? I'm sick and tired of answering this stupid, pathetic question. So Thanos' health is good. If you've seen Thanos, he's a strong man. He has got big muscly muscles and muscly body. But if you put Thanos in a BMI calculator, it might tell you he is obese. But guys, I have to tell you, this is only because of Thanos' incredible muscle mass. Muscle weighs more than fat. So even though it says he weighs a lot, it's actually just because he's so strong, okay? Quit spreading these dumb rumors. Thanos is big in muscle. Muscle. He's not fat. So what is the final piece in this Infinity War puzzle? There's gotta be a better analogy than that. Rock. Infinity rock. Trinity glove. What finally finishes off this narrative I've been telling? What brings all of the rocks together? Well, it's 2 words. Thanos is having a midlife crisis. There's been a disturbance in the Force. Oh no, the madman did it! I don't feel too good! Guys, I know the theory sounds far-fetched, but believe me, think about it. The unachieved goals, his new, jolly, eccentric personality, the rebellious children, the unorthodox political and religious beliefs, his feelings of individual grandeur, and his high BMI. No.